Texas Tech begins its college football playoff journey in the Orange Bowl with momentum, confidence, and a season that has rewritten the program's history. Oregon enters with just as much talent, but also with questions after an uneven stretch late in the year. This matchup brings together two teams that have rarely crossed paths, yet arrive with everything on the line. Texas Tech dominated the Big 12 from start to finish, overwhelming opponents with speed, balance, and relentless pressure. The Red Raiders rarely allowed games to stay competitive, controlling the line of scrimmage and punishing mistakes. Their only stumble came during a brief mid-season setback, but the response afterward was emphatic. Blowout wins closed the regular season and carried into the conference championship, where Tech pulled away with authority to claim its first league title. Oregon's path was different, but no less impressive. The Ducks showcased explosive offense and depth, racing out to early leads and daring opponents to keep up. While consistency slipped at times, Oregon still finished strong and extended its winning streak with a convincing playoff victory. The challenge now is maintaining focus for a full game against a defense that thrives on disruption. At quarterback, Texas Tech relies on poise and efficiency. Behren Morton has played through discomfort all season, yet remains calm in the pocket and decisive with the football. He avoids costly errors and operates the system with confidence. Oregon counters with Dante Moore, a dynamic passer who blends accuracy with mobility. When Moore is in rhythm, the Ducks are difficult to slow, but pressure has forced mistakes in the past. Defensively, Texas Tech brings star power off the edge. David Bailey has been a nightmare for opposing offenses, pairing speed with power and creating havoc on nearly every snap. Oregon's offensive line will be tested, especially with injuries limiting receiver depth. On the other side, Dakorien Moore's return adds an element Oregon desperately needs, offering big play potential if he regains form. The key battle centers on Oregon's run game against Texas Tech's stout front. The Ducks prefer to control tempo on the ground, but the Red Raiders excel at shutting down rushing lanes and forcing long yardage situations. Creativity and execution will decide whether Oregon can sustain drives. Stay locked in for full coverage and analysis from USA Today News. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe to the channel for more trusted sports updates and playoff insight.